You're listening to The Devil Wears SPF with Diane, Brennan, and Carolyn Hawes. Your midlife permission slip to do whatever the hell you want with style.
Did I ever tell you about my beetroot powder?
Your what powder?
This is beetroot powder mixed
Oh,
with water.
beetroot. I thought you said beaver. I was like, okay, this is going in a weird direction. Beetroot. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You've never told me about that, but I love beets. So what's the dealio?
Okay, I'll do that again. Have I ever told you about my beetroot powder?
No.
Okay, everybody, this is beetroot powder. So I had a problem with high cortisol. I probably still do. So one of my doctors, he's a good friend. He set me up with one of his good friends who trains MMA fighters here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Like Henry Cejudo goes to them. He was an Olympic gold medal winner in wrestling. Now he's an MMA fighter. So anyway, to lower the cortisol, these MMA fighters have to lower their cortisol before fights. So I'm there with a bunch of Portuguese guys. Nobody can speak English. It's just me and them in the gym. But they were all about the recovery, right? So it's not just the workout, but it's recovery. So that's when I learned about the compression boots, red light therapy, all that stuff. They did a whole bunch of testing on me, special testing, and they found out that I have the arteries of like a 62-year-old. Like there's plaque built up in my arteries. Yes. So he put me on beetroot powder. It's not, I just like the glass. I also like moon brew. That's another topic. But he put me on this beetroot powder. You can get it at Sprouts. I can tell you the name of it, but it's got some flavoring. I was on it for a month. He retested me, and now I have the arteries of like 20 years younger.
Get out.
Yes. So beets eat arterial plaque. Beetroot powder is always advertised as a pre-workout because it opens your capillaries or something like that to let more oxygen in. They don't tell you it eats arterial plaque. So this is according to my trainer, who is an MMA fighter trainer, and they do all this special testing. The company is called Neuroforce One, so they have all this high-level, high-tech stuff.
You know, that's a huge tip for especially for women because I mean, after menopause, that is what we are affected by highly with the lack of estrogen, arteries and our blood pressure going up and our cholesterol levels going up and with cholesterol going up, obviously our arteries are affected.
So,
How do we not know this?
How did we not? I don't know. But anyway, that's the little tip I found out. So again, we do this for entertainment purposes. We don't steal anybody. We just want that disclaimer. This is my trainer and what he told me, and they have all this major testing for high level athletes. So beetroot powder. And you know what? Mine is like a black raspberry flavor. I'm going to Google. I get mine at Sprouts for those that live in Arizona and those that have Sprouts. I think Georgia has Sprouts in a bunch of different states.
I don't.
Okay, but you can find it.
I'll find it.
So don't just you can get one with flavoring. Of course, I'm anti-sugar, but there's one with, stevia or something like that. So it has a different flavor to it. So you can just shoot it. You could add it to water. So shoot it. I'll just take it sometimes and just drink it.
I thought you were getting it. I'm like, okay, we really need a disclaimer for this one. Don't shoot at people.
Shot it. Just shoot it. We call them shooters in Canada. So I always say shoot it. Yeah, so it tastes good. So you not just have that dirt taste, although you can do that too. And then it's always good to just eat beets. I'm talking like I'm a doctor.
You are on TV.
Yeah, I'm a doctor on TV. Well, anyways, I wanted to share that helpful.
That's an excellent tip. I love that. I'm going to source it out so I can get some. My God, you have me drinking all kinds of stuff.
No, we got our apple cider vinegar.
That's what's in here. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah.
So I got a little glazed glass so it doesn't look so much like urine.
That's good. We don't want to shock anybody.
And all those Botox girls with the lips who just drink out of the side. Which is still terrible. Not saying my lips are done. I got Botox on the top of my lip. A girl yesterday asked me if I got my lips done. So I will tell you this. Am I yelling now? A girl yesterday asked me who did my lips. I said, these are my natural lips. So when I was young, okay, Dennis Eggbell, the Arcan guys, teased me, and they brought wieners to school, and they called me liver lips.
They brought their wieners to school.
Hot dogs. They brought hot dogs to school. Should I start that again? So when I was a child, I was teased about my lips. So the kids at school, the guys, would bring hot dogs. the wieners to school and put the wieners together and imitate my lips. And they call me liver lips. They call me Herculips. They call me wiener lips. Do you remember that Hercules cartoon when we were young?
Yeah.
Hercules. Yeah, that one. So they call me Herculips, and they sang the song and said Herculips. So now as an adult, yeah, everybody thinks I'm this fake out. Look at you, got your fake lips. These are not fake lips. These are real. Sometimes I have, if I've had smoker lines, I've had the border filled in, but there's none in there right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that is so funny.
yeah,
That's so funny because I have had the same experience. I have never had anything in them, and I used to get comments too about my lips because they were big when I was a little girl.
yeah.
So I had big lips, and they would say things like just make like, oh, look at whatever they'd say. I blocked it. I basically have therapy and I blocked it, but
You,
um,
yeah,
it's so
release,
funny that we had that same experience, which is
release with your therapist.
I
Yeah.
remember that I went upstairs and I was really upset. My brother was having a party. He's 2 years older than I am, and I was really self-conscious. And I mentioned something to my mom and dad about my lips being big, and somebody said something or made fun of me or something in my brother's party downstairs, and and I was really upset by it. Like I was really self-conscious about having lips that were bigger that people were actually saying things about, and either my mom or my dad just, tried to make me feel better and said, "Oh, they're just kissable, Carolyn," or something like that. I don't know what the hell they said, but it is such a weird thing that it actually sticks with you, and these memories stick with you about certain things about yourself. And now, God damn it, people are paying for them.
But here's the deal. They still think they're fake. And I'm just, or not still, now they think they're fake. So I feel like
Right.
I win. But you nice parents. My dad was, all he'd say is, they're stupid. They're stupid. That's it.
Fuck 'em.
They're stupid. Go listen to them.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, I mean, we carry a lot of stuff from when we were a child about what we were teased about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
That's a whole other podcast. We have to do a podcast on this.
I got called a bulldog, and that I remember to this day. So my insecurity started then.
They stick with you. They do. They stick like glue.
Why do the compliments go away like butterflies and hummingbirds?
And the rest is like pancake mix glued to your body.
5 minutes later, you need another compliment because you think they didn't really mean it. But with those insults, yeah, you hold on to those. So
You do. You do. But we're going to start letting them go now that
yeah,
we're experienced women.
and just a reminder to be kind to one another.
That's right.
Yeah.
Always. Always.
Hi, everybody. This is the Devil Wears SPF podcast. I'm Diane Brennan with my lovely co-host, Carolyn Hawes. We
Oh,
have, what was that? Oh, sorry.
hello. Sorry. I was British for a moment.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. How are you? Do you want me to do it again?
Should I not say hello? That's where I always think there's a pause.
I only heard that. I know, and I'm confusing.
You're not. I think there's a delay on here too. Okay, let's do it. Sorry.
Hi, everybody. This is the Devil Wears SPF podcast, and I am Diane Brennan, one of your hosts. My lovely co-host is Carolyn Hawes.
Hello.
I am so excited about today's podcast because we are talking about my absolutely favorite, or yeah, absolutely, I don't know if I know English, absolutely favorite treatment ever. And it is called the PRXT-33. I love it. And I would like to point out, we are not paid for this. I did not get a free treatment. I always pay for this treatment, so we're not just, trying to promote something. I 100,000% believe in this treatment. I had wrinkles because I'm a side sleeper, and I got some
I'm a
boobies,
side sleeper too.
and you got some boobies, I can see. So we end up getting wrinkles on our chest. So this PRXT-33 removed the wrinkles. It's amazing, and I get it done on my face, and I would like it a little more tighter. I'm due for a treatment, so I'm so excited to have my dear friend come on. Kimberly Christensen with the Skin Clinic in North Scottsdale is my esthetician, and she is going to join us right now to tell us all about it, everything that you need to know so you can get it done too.
That is awesome because you know what? I had never even heard of it until you mentioned it. So I am super excited to talk to Kimberly and find out all about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I absolutely love it. And it's made in Italy. It's very
Oh, well then.
exotic and foreign.
It's exotic. Okay. Let's roll the episode.
Let's roll, baby. Well, welcome everyone. We have Kimberly Christensen with Skin Clinic in North Scottsdale, Arizona. Kimberly, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, girl.
Absolutely. So I was telling everybody that the PRXT-33, well, first of all, you're my esthetician, you're my girl, dear friend of mine. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you're on your time off, so we appreciate you carving out some time for us.
Yes, thank you.
And I was telling them PRXT-33 is my absolute favorite treatment. So I was like, we have to tell absolutely everybody about it. And I told Carolyn and everyone that it's Italian, it's very exotic. So it was created in Italy, correct?
In Italy, and it is kind of had a little name change. It's now PRX Derm Perfection, and it's the actual biostimulator, and it's created out of Italy, and they've got that magic sauce that everyone loves. And the great thing about it is that the women love it so much there's no downtime. So we live here in Arizona. You can imagine treatments that women want to have all year long. This is it. So it's one of our most popular treatments. The misconception is that it's a peel. It's a biostimulator. So there's very traditional products in there that are known to a traditional chemical peel. One of them being the 33 represents 33% of TCA, which is tetrachloroacetic acid. Very common in chemical peels, but one of the magic ingredients is hydrogen peroxide. So the TCA allows that hydrogen peroxide to be driven down into the dermal layers, through the skin, into the dermal tissue, where the hydrogen peroxide acts as a stimulator to proliferation of collagen.
Like it starts rebuilding the collagen?
That's talking to your cells. It's proliferating collagen by stimulating the fibroblasts in our body. So that is the number one thing that our body does to heal itself. So when we stimulate our fibro cells, these ingredients are talking to our cells and say we have some type of injury because we're putting TCA in our skin, and it's going to react by healing itself at a dermal level. So unlike traditional peels, we put that product on our face, TCA, glycolic, lactic, whatever it is, that chemical peel is meant to go on the skin, and it stays on the top layer. And what its job is to coagulate the skin, and old skin cells shed away, and new skin cells formulate. But PRX Derm Perfection is working at a bio level. It's working down in the dermal tissue. So not only does it have the TCA, it has the hydrogen peroxide, which, by the way, is a very natural organic ingredient that our body produces. It also has kojic acid. So kojic acid is going to give you that nice, even complexion. It's going to work on pigment. The three combined, the magic formula is going to tighten, lift, even the complexion, soften those fine lines, and after your first treatment, you leave knowing you've had something done because your skin is just brighter, tighter, firmer. That's the magic of PRX.
Sign me up.
That's why Diane loves it so much.
It's amazing.
I think you've had
I love it.
four or five rounds of treatments.
Yes. And it got rid, and I was telling people earlier in the intro, it got rid of the wrinkles in my chest because I'm a side sleeper. I mean, if you continue to sleep on your side, it's going to redevelop, right? But it never has been as bad as when I first went. And I'm still trying to just sleep on my back. But I love it. I love it. It's the first thing that I really feel works. I mean, you notice Botox, you notice filler, but this one, and the quality of your skin and to remove wrinkles, I love it. And go through the process, Kimberly.
So a series is usually recommended 4 to 6 treatments, and how many treatments I recommend is how much correction we need to improve. So not only are we talking about fine lines, wrinkles, but we're also talking about stretch marks and acne scars, because we can improve those as well. So, and part of it has to do with age, right? So if somebody is 50 or more, I might recommend 6 to 8 treatments. It just depends on the skin and the improvements that we need to make. How long it will last. You know, Diane, and anybody that has Botox, fillers, nothing is a permanent fix. These are things that we're doing to rejuvenate our skin, to avoid down the line having to have something more aggressive, but keep our skin in check and looking healthy. So your treatment might last a little longer than mine or the next person. So it's always recommended to do maintenance treatments. They can be 4 to 8 weeks. You can do one, you can do two, you can do three. But initially, I recommend a series to get you in peak condition. They're done once a week. You're in the office for about 20 minutes, and you're literally laying there getting massaged. So I'm going to start out with a deep cleanse. I'm going to prep a solution that's specific to this treatment protocol to remove any oils or anything left in the skin. And then I'm going to take that from the top of your head all the way to your neck. I even come on top of the eyelids to give a little lift on the eye. And I'm doing it in sections. So I'm going to start at the forehead, and I'm going to apply topically, and then I'm massaging that into the skin. I'm using a special technique with a little bit of pressure, because what I'm trying to do is drive that product down into the skin. And I can do 1 to 5 layers. Typically, most people are in that 3 to 4 layer. Your skin's going to talk to me and tell me when you've had enough layers for a particular treatment. And then I'm going to work down the face and into the neck. And then I'm going to come in around the T-zone and work on these lip lines and all that. And then I'm going to come right at the top of the eyelid and all around that delicate tissue. And then if you have deeper lines or stretch marks or pitted acne scars, we come in with a special rubberized brush that I can get right in that line, and I can help plump that line up. And with each treatment, it's going to get softer and softer. Once we're done, now everyone's different. You may feel a little tingle. It's never painful. Once it's done, it's going to leave a little tacky residue, and we kind of neutralize that with water. And then I'm going to put on your cream that comes with your treatment protocol. It carries you through that 4 to 6 weeks. And then your sunscreen, and off you go. And you can go right to putting your makeup on. You can go to work. Nobody's going to know. The only thing they're going to know is something looks better in your skin. And they're going to probably compliment you right away.
And they have. I love it.
Women that come back for their second treatment, and their husband goes, "What did you do? Because your skin looks amazing." And that's after one treatment. So it's pretty amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Carolyn has never heard of this. Is this just really popular in Arizona, or what do you know? What do they tell you?
It's very popular at least in the North Scottsdale area, because I believe I've been with the Skin Clinic now for a little over 4 years, and I think that we were the first practice to bring it to the industry here in Arizona.
Oh.
And so there are other places doing it, but we were one of the first, if not the first. And it by far is one of our most popular treatments, because the effects that you get and the no downtime, you can do it all summer long. It's good for any skin type. So it really is. They paved the way. PRX has really paved the way for something pretty special. And I have to say that just recently they launched what's called PRX Plus, and it's going to have a wide range of results for people that have more pigment. Think of women with melasma. Melasma is a tough treatment to tackle, because usually it's hormonal or sun-related or heat-related. And so they're seeing really great results with PRX Plus, and it's also going to target those women with deeper lines. So at our practice, we get women of all ages, 30 to 60 to 70. So we're talking about some of our patients that have deeper lines.
So Kimberly, I need to know when you're getting this so that I know when to book my flight for.
Anytime. I'm there Wednesday through Friday, but we're open 5 days a week.
So the plus part of it is a new aspect of the offering of the PRX-33.
Yeah, and the ingredients are very similar, just tweaked in a way that it's targeting different things in the skin. So there's different acid in there that's going to target that pigment better than PRX would with somebody that just needs to even their complexion out.
Diane was mentioning that it's not just for your face, because she's had it on her chest. Can you do it on like arms or on your torso? What would be a realistic amount of tightening that somebody could see without a visual? It's difficult, but see on their torso? Is it something that if you do have a little bit of extra skin, does it pull it together, or is it more for like a wrinkling effect that you might have?
Okay, so when we're talking about body parts, first of all, your body's going to be able to take a lot more product. It's going to be able to absorb a lot more for the treatment itself. And again, it's going to depend on the condition of the skin and how much improvement we want. So this is not something that's going to take your mommy pouch away necessarily. I've had women that want to target their tummies, or they want to target. I have a patient that I'm doing now that I'm doing radio frequency microneedling above that knee area. Think about as we age, our knees tend to drop and you get that wrinkling. So I'm doing PRX combined with radio frequency microneedling. So you're taking that RF microneedling and you're just increasing that treatment and you're getting upregulation better, you're getting better improvement in the skin. So if I'm doing it with somebody that has a lot of laxity in their skin, a lot of times I'm going to have to add it with something else to enhance that treatment. And again, it's just depending on the individual and what we're trying to improve. So I've done women that we all have that, I don't know if I'll show mine, but we all have that little flappity flap under the arm, right? And you get that crepey.
The bat wing. Yeah.
And then not only that, but you get that crepiness. That's going to help tighten that crepey and firm up that skin. What it's not going to do is take excess skin away. So not only do I have the crepey, but I have a lot of excess skin. Think about women that want to tighten here. Some people will go and get co-sculpting because they have a fat pocket here. So it might be beneficial for them to do cool sculpting first because I can't take the fat pocket away. But sometimes when you do, you might need some tightening and laxity of the skin, and that's where we'd introduce PRX Derm Perfection. So it just depends. It's best to come in for a consult, and then we can assess what your needs are and then develop a protocol that's fit for you specifically.
And I was going to say, so people, and for getting it done, it's very comfortable. It might feel a little bit spicy when you apply it and stuff. But Kimberly's always like, is this tolerable? And I'm like, yes, let it burn. Because I think the more pain, the more gain. I'm kidding. It's not painful at all. It can just feel a little bit spicy.
Okay. I was wondering that.
We're stimulating the skin. We're driving TCA, which is a pretty high percentage, down into the dermal tissue. So you're going to feel something as the skin passes, but the thinner the skin is, the more you might feel it, women with thicker dermal tissue. And here's the other thing too. Before you come in I would recommend this for any treatment that you come in with an aesthetic, just a facial, whatever it is. I want you to come off your retinols about a week before, any exfoliating products, so no glycolics, none of that, because you're going to react a little bit more if you're using these products that are thinning that skin. So better to come off a week or two before, and then you're going to stay off those completely during your treatment protocol, because you're not only going to get your treatment, but you're going home with your home care. So you're going to get a moisturizing cream that works synergetically with the treatment that's going to keep your skin hydrated, because you're going to most likely feel a little bit drier in that 4-week period. And then you're going to go home with a smoothing fluid that you're going to use at night only. And that's helping with that cellular turnover, it's got glycolic in it. So you don't need anything else during your treatment protocol. You're going to use a gentle cleanse. You're going to put on your moisturizer, put on your SPF, and then your makeup, and out you go. And at night, you're going to do the same. You're going to wash your face, put on your moisturizer, use your smoothing fluid, and then you go to sleep. So you're going to save product in that 4 weeks because you don't need to use anything else during your treatment protocol.
Average is probably for 4 treatments about $1,000, give or take.
Give or take, depending on the state you live in and the area that you live in. So that's pretty on target. I believe we're at 4 treatments for $1,099, and that includes your home care. So that's 4 different treatments divided by, the cost of the treatment. It's pretty comparable to anywhere you'd get a treatment that you're going to get results with.
And as you were saying, it's pretty comprehensive. Like you're doing even the eyelid, and you're doing down into his neck.
I don't think there are practices that include the neck, and we do.
Well worth every penny. A lot of times we get facials, your skin looks good. You get some treatments. This works. And like I said before, I have not gotten any free treatments. I paid for them all on my own. It's worth every penny. So I wanted to interview Kimberly because I strongly believe in this product and I wanted to share it with all of you. So
I'm going to look into that as well, because this is new to me, and it sounds like an incredible treatment.
And also keep in mind that, like, I know Diane loves this treatment a lot. You get a lot for what you're paying for. Diane wanted a part-time job, get some free treatments.
Help me, help you, help me.
Yeah. And I have patients that I've been treating for years, and I have some that come every quarter, some that come twice a year, some that do once a year. Sometimes it's, we all have snowbirds here too, right? So even if you're a snowbird, if you bought a package of 4 treatments, you have a whole year to use them. So I had just the other day a lady come and she goes, "I'm going back to Flag for the summer," and I said, "Well, we can get 2 in before you leave, and then you have a year to use the other 2. So when you come back, we'll pick."
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah.
PRXT is available in Canada.
Where have I been?
Where have you been?
Unreal. This is why we need this podcast.
It's the best treatment in town, and women love it because they can come in quick on a lunch hour, and off they go, and they can continue their normal daily routine with no downtime. So I'm not going to say leave and go sit in a sauna, but if you want to go sit in a cryo treatment, go for it. But
And on that note, although we're always preaching wear sunscreen on this show, your skin a little more sensitive in the sun after it?
we're not leaving anything on the skin. We're driving it down, way down in the dermal layer. That's where all that magic happens. It's being driven through the skin, don't get me wrong. And that's why sometimes people might be able to feel a little bit more than others. But no, I mean, obviously, you're never leaving my treatment room unless you have sunscreen on. I'm a big advocate for
For
sunscreen.
sure.
So, no, when I say no downtime, no downtime. Again, don't go running off and sit in a hot sauna the day of, because we did do a treatment.
Yeah.
I would say that for any treatment I do on somebody.
Kimberly, thank you so much for joining us. This has been fantastic information. Thanks for sharing it. I know you're on your day off, so we really appreciate it. For everybody to get a contact or get a hold of you, we're going to put everything in the show notes, but your website is theskinclinicaz.com.
Correct.
AZ for those of us in Canada.
Yeah, Canadians say Z. So if you're Canadian and you're looking, theskinclinicaz.com. So
We're bilingual on this podcast, so I just have to make sure we've interpreted for everybody. It was wonderful to have you on. Thank you so much for all the information. There's so much information about this, and you've provided it to us, and I'm really looking forward to trying it out.
Sounds good. It was good to meet you, Carolyn.
Thanks so much, Kimberly.
Diane, I'll see you soon.
see you soon, girl. And for everybody else, remember, wear your SPF, drink your apple cider vinegar, and thanks for listening to the Devil Wears SPF podcast. Like us, subscribe to us, and we will forever be in your debt. Thank you.
Girls, bye.
Till next time, keep being your badass selves.